make some pasta carbonara. Okay, with this, got some Knorr pasta carbonara, about 150 euros per hour. Very economical, very light, comes in a good packet, easy to transport when you're camping. Alright, we've got an MSR Titan kettle, titanium kettle, very light, 110 grams. We've got a stove, which is a Covia stove. It's 160 grams. It's got a remote cylinder and it's got an igniter. So basically it sits nice and neat on the ground or wherever you're cooking, and it's very stable. We've got our cylinder of gas, okay, which screws into the end of our hose pipe for our stove, and that's basically it. Okay, so first thing we got to do anyway, for pasta carbonara you should always read the labels, okay, and on the labels it says you need to bring 500 milliliters of, which is a pint of water, okay, to the boil, alright, in a medium sized saucepan. Don't worry about that, we want to put it all in this, okay, so we've got our water, okay, we'll fill up our MSR Titan kettle will take 850 mils, so there's plenty of room in there for this, and this is a portion that serves 2 people. Okay, so we'll light our gas. It's always good to use a lid. That means that your water will boil all the quicker. Sometimes you might need a windshield. The windshield is very light. This is one by MSR, and it depends on the conditions. Obviously, if it's windy or too windy, you need to use something like this, or you could use something else, maybe a rucksack or something like that to block the wind. In the conditions here, it's not too bad, and we really don't need a windstopper because we're obviously in the back garden. Okay. Right, so it's just about to boil. This didn't take long at all. It only took maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Might have even taken less. Okay, and at this stage now we may turn down the gas. Yeah. Without turning it off. Okay, it's still lighting. Right, take the top off. Okay, the water is boiling, so add the contents. Okay, make sure we got everything in it. That's that. Leave a lid stir. Now the thing to be careful with the MSR Titan kettle is that the actual handles heat up, okay, when it's hot, or when the stove is on, and they can get very hot, and it's easy to burn your fingers. So you could do with something like a small cloth or something like that to actually, when you're taking off the pot. The thing is to simmer this then, you can turn it up slightly. As you can see, there's a small bit of wind. I'm going to bring it back up to the boil and let it simmer. It's beginning to boil up again. Alright, you can see it bubbling there. Okay, and we'll let it simmer now for 5 minutes. Well, actually probably only around 4 now. And then we should have some nice pasta. As you can see now, it's coming along nicely and it's nearly done. Okay, simmering nicely, it's beginning to thicken up. Okay, so now that it's nearly done, we're just going to turn down the gas. Yeah. actually we don't need that much heat now at all. As you can see now, it's nice and thick. Okay, we've turned the gas off altogether. Okay, and we're going to let it stand now. So because when you let it stand for a little while, it thickens up nicely, and it might give those handles a chance to cool down as well. Okay, so this is nice now. Okay, and we're going to put the lid on just for a minute. Okay, and let it stand. Okay, so this is a light by fire. It's a bit like a bowl. As you can see, it's like a bowl and a cup. It's got an opening here, and it's very handy actually, really, because as a bowl, it's not a bad size, not a bad pack size. It's small enough, but like you can always go to it twice, you know, and fill it up 2 or 3 times. But as a cup, it serves as a good cup as well, and at least it'll keep your beverage a little bit hot. Okay, so we're going to see, we get some nice pasta in there now. Okay, and now the handles are nice and cool. Okay, and, at least with the kettle we can pour it out. Okay, as you can see there, we've got plenty of pasta there. Keep that nice, so we keep that nice and hot. Okay, ready for some more. And now we've got some. So we've got some lovely pasta. I just want to taste it here now.